And I'm back with the winner bracket 8 finals between kubayz, Yoyoshi, Sabre and Koenz. So we'll have 2 Team Ace players, my teammates, Koenz and Sabre driving, and then also Yoyoshi from Orcs and kubayz from Asuba. The players are doing a warm-up round on the first map, which will be Earthquake, made by Clement, and the world record is 54.635 by Kronos. Sabre took 3rd in the time attack seeding, behind Kronos at 1st place, and now I can't remember who took 2nd. Maybe Roa took 2nd. Anyways, or maybe Massa took 2nd, but Sabre took 3rd anyways, so that was a good time attack seeding from him. But his first match won't be that easy though. Koenz only took 13th in the time attack seeding, which was maybe a bit of a surprise. He was not happy with that result at all. So that's why he's placed in the same group as his teammate. Then we also got kubayz, who is a strong player from Asuba. Teammates with Taki Jr. and Tween. So it's not going to be easy. Yoyoshi though will have to be seen as the underdog in this match. It's going to be very tough for him to get through from this 8th final. We see Sabre with a top 5 time on this track, Koenz with top 11, kubayz with top 18, and Yoyoshi is not in the Dedimania, the online record. Alright, here we go, the first round on the first map. Earthquake by Clement. We'll play 5 rounds on each map. Point limit is 100, and kubayz almost hit the wall. He's at 3rd place, just ahead of Sabre. Koenz with a great start. Takes the early lead, but then had to go down in speed, otherwise he would have crashed. So he's gonna drop down to 3rd place, still ahead of Yoyoshi though, who's at 4th. But Yoyoshi with a lot of speed will pass Koenz and go up to 3rd place. We got Sabre in the lead, ahead of kubayz at 2nd. Koenz comes back with a nice turn, back to 3rd place. Sabre with the lead with 20 instead of kubayz, who gets a bump from the border, and he's gonna drop down to 4th place. Sabre in the lead, Koenz at 2nd, halfway through the map. See if Sabre can keep this together. He's 41 ahead of his teammate, coming up to the last turn. Then we have a risky ending here, a drop. Both Sabre and Koenz will go for the safe ending instead. 55.57 by Sabre, 0.97 by Koenz. And then kubayz 56.34 and Yoyoshi 58.61. So Sabre will take the first 10 points, Koenz with 6, kubayz with 4 and Yoyoshi with 3 points. Koenz had a great start in that first round, but then had to go down in speed a lot, otherwise he would have lost a lot of time. Yoyoshi with an early mistake. We have Sabre and Koenz in the lead. kubayz is far behind the 3rd place. 6400s to be exact. As we see Sabre extending his lead over Koenz. Oh, that hits the wall and the pole! And Sabre is gonna drop down to where kubayz is. kubayz might be able to go up to 2nd, but will end up clipping the wall, so Sabre will go back to 2nd place at least. Koenz now with a huge lead, 60 ahead of Sabre. There's no doubt in my mind that he will go for the safe finish here, and so he will. 55.57, pretty good time by Koenz for being the safe ending at least. Sabre will take 2nd, kubayz 3rd and Yoyoshi 4th. Yeah, this map seems pretty difficult. We saw it in the 16th finals as well, the first match I cast. A lot of mistakes on this map, so don't think we'll see that was the end of the mistakes or the crashes. Yoyoshi will once again drop down in the start. And yeah, he's gonna, as said, he's gonna have a tough time getting through from this match. Koenz in the lead now, Sabre at 2nd ahead of kubayz. Oh, not... Oh, okay, kubayz goes too wide and he's gonna crash. Yoyoshi will pass him even, so we once again have a battle between Sabre and Koenz for 1st place. Oh, almost clipped the wall, did Sabre, but he still keeps that 2nd place behind Koenz. Let's see if Sabre might go for the risky ending to try and overtake Koenz in the end. Here we go. Gets a lot of speed. Let's see. Yes, he will, but Koenz will also go for it this time. So Sabre will not be able to overtake him. 55.06 by Koenz, 0.21 by Sabre. And then kubayz and Yoyoshi above 1 minute. So Koenz up to 26 points in the lead now. Sabre at second with 22. kubayz at third with 12 and Yoyoshi at fourth with 9. As we start the fourth round. It's yet another good start for Koenz. Sabre will pass kubayz. Oh, and then kubayz! No, Koenz, I mean, gets a bump from the border and hits the wall as well. Drops down to 4th place because of it. Went perhaps a bit too close to the wall. Although the borders can be very hard to control. It's always a risk you take when you drive over them. And sometimes they will punish you for it. Koenz doing a good job, I was going to say, to catch up to Yoyoshi, but crashes again. In the meantime, we have Sabre, 55.34. Takes an easy first place. kubayz second, Yoyoshi third, ahead of Koenz at fourth. So now Sabre is in the lead with 32 points, Koenz at 29, kubayz at 18 and Yoyoshi at 13. Of course, top 2 from this match will advance to the winner bracket quarterfinals, and the bottom 2 will drop down to the loser bracket. Alright, the last round of the first map. See if Koenz can survive this round. Yes, he went way safer now, avoided the curb. Oh! Yoyoshi with a huge flip. Went up on the checkpoint. So he's dead last and he's retiring as well because you can't respawn. So if you fall on your back, then you won't be able to finish the round. So we have sorry, we have Sabre in the lead, kubayz at second, Koenz at third. kubayz closing in on Sabre a bit. And good speed from Koenz. Gonna pass kubayz in the end as well. Can he catch up to Sabre as well? Yes, he will! Great finish from Koenz, and will take first place because of it. That was a close round between Sabre, Koenz and kubayz. So Koenz will be the leader after one map played. 39 points, Sabre at 38, kubayz at 22 and Yoyoshi at 13. Moving on to the second map, which is older than ever by ranked. The world record is 102.078 by Chronos. And we'll have a warm-up round. In the meantime, let's take a look at the online records again. We see that Sabre is top 2, only behind Chronos on this track. 102.18 is his best time. We have Koenz at top 11, 102.33, and then kubayz at top 22, 102.64, and Yoyoshi is also in this list, 103.01 at the 28th place. So right now it seems like Koenz and Sabre might be the winner or the winners out of this match, but still a lot to be played, and kubayz might feel more confident on some of the other maps. Does have a pretty decent time on this track, so we'll see. That's the end of the warm-up, so let's continue the match. Koenz in the lead, 1 point ahead of Sabre. kubayz at 22 points and Yoyoshi at 13. The map is older than ever by ranked. Alright, here we go. And let's follow Sabre through the first couple of turns. Got a great time on this track. Let's see if that's gonna help him. Might give him some extra confidence. He will take the lead in the start. So great stuff here from Sabre. But the others will catch up to him. Koenz was at first place for a moment. Sabre exiting the turn with more speed though, still keeping that first place. kubayz at third, Yoyoshi at fourth. We've seen this before. Ooh, Koenz went a bit too wide, but stays on the road. As we see Yoyoshi catching up to kubayz. Sabre with the lead, 1500s ahead of Koenz. On his way to win this round. But we saw Koenz with a great finish on the last map. See if he can do something similar on this one. It's important to hit this turn perfectly. He does, but so does Sabre. And Sabre will take first place. 102.44 ahead of Koenz with 0.69. Yoyoshi with 0.93, defeating kubayz, who will have to settle with 3 points. So Sabre now in the lead. They are exchanging the lead, Sabre and Koenz. Sabre with 48, Koenz with 45, kubayz with 25, and Yoyoshi with 17. It seems like Sabre and Koenz are keeping up their performance from the first map. And of course, just as I say those words, Koenz will end up crashing. So typical. So he is out of the picture, as is at 4th place. Sabre though is at first again. And Yoyoshi is at 2nd. He seems pretty good on this map. Set a time under 103 in the first round, but that was not a good turn. Will allow kubayz to pass him. Still, no one is even remotely close to Sabre. 7400s ahead of kubayz. Koenz is catching up. Can he perhaps pass Yoshi? Yes, he will. Goes up to 3rd place. But it's not gonna be enough to pass kubayz as well. Or, no, it's not gonna be. kubayz will take 2nd behind Sabre, who sets another solid time. 102.49. Very impressive so far by Sabre. Only about 30 hundredths from his own personal best, which is the 2nd fastest time in the world. So really good performance from Sabre. Up to 58 points now. Koenz at 49, kubayz at 31, and Yoyoshi at 20 as we start the 3rd round. This time it's Koenz who takes the lead, but it's not far ahead of both kubayz and Sabre, who drops down. Clips the wall. Still ahead of Yoyoshi though. kubayz has made a mistake, it seems. So Koenz will get a pretty comfortable lead. 48 hundredths ahead of kubayz. And with that, he's not going to take over 1st place on Sabre, but they are pretty much going to be tied, as they have been throughout this beginning of the match. Koenz will win, 102.67. kubayz 2nd, 103.15, ahead of Sabre with 0.58, and Yoyoshi with 104.29. 3 points between Sabre and Koenz. kubayz at 37, Yoyoshi at 23. 2 more rounds remaining. kubayz will have to step it up if he wants to challenge Sabre and Koenz for those top 2 positions. But let's not start off good in this next round. Already behind the 2 Acer players. Sabre in the lead, Yoyoshi will crash. This time Sabre avoids clipping the wall. And he was ahead of Chrono's world record as well. So this is a great start from Sabre and also from Koenz, who is just behind him. Oh, okay, he's gonna stumble a bit though, so Sabre gonna extend his lead to 20 hundredths. Oh, hit that border perfectly. Sabre exiting the turn with a lot of speed. Not as good of a turn afterwards though, so Koenz still with a chance to win this round. Coming up to the ending, but Sabre still in front with only a few hundredths, 200s in fact. So this time Sabre able to stay in front of Koenz. and will get 10 more points, up to 72. Koenz at 65, kubayz at 41, and Yoyoshi at 26. Alright, last round of the second map. It's been all about Koenz and Sabre so far. I thought maybe kubayz would be able to challenge them, and he will in this round at least. At least in the start of the round, I want to say. He is in the lead. But here comes Sabre. Oh, and then kubayz gets a small bump. And will drop down to 4th place as a result. Oh, wow. Risky line from kubayz. Somehow able to survive, but not in the next round or in the next turn. Will fall down, and we also have Koenz who have fallen down earlier. And in the top, it's Sabre in the lead ahead of Yoyoshi with 2400s. Sabre looking to go up to 82 points. Completely dominating this match. Should be a decent time as well. 102.92 as Sabre will hit the wall in the end. Almost allowed Yoyoshi to sneak by, but Sabre with another 10 points, up to 82. Koenz at 69, kubayz at 44, and Yoyoshi at 32. And the third map will be Outburst by Kronos. The world record is 104.555 by Kronos. The players are doing a warm-up. As usual, we see Koenz with the fastest time on this track, 104.64. Only behind Kronos and Aswer. Then we have Sabre at top 10, 104.85. kubayz at top 12, 104.93. And Yoyoshi at top 25, 105.55. Once again, we are playing to points limit 100. Once you reach that points limit, you become a finalist. That means that you have to win a round to secure your placement. So that's probably what Sabre will reach on this map, if he keeps up the same performance as he has been so far in the match. And he does write in the chat, best map, so either that is the truth or it is sarcastically. We'll see. I do know that this ending is pretty hard to get through sometimes. It's a very tight corner to the left. Saw some mistakes there in the 16th finals. Anyway, that's the end of the warm-up, so let's continue this 8th final between Sabre, Koenz, kubayz, and Yoyoshi. We are playing for 2 spots into the quarterfinals. The bottom 2 will drop down to the loser brackets, and here we go. Oh, and looks like Yoyoshi is already out. So it's between Sabre, Koenz, and kubayz. Koenz with a great landing, but Sabre with good speed went a bit wider. So he is back to where Koenz is. kubayz is at 3rd. Good platform part though. Ooh, very close to the pole. Sabre will take over 1st place from Koenz now. As we see kubayz losing some ground. Not able to keep up with Sabre and Koenz having trouble to keep up with Sabre. Good turn here though, and he is just behind Sabre coming up to the ending. Who's gonna win this one? The last turn will decide it, and Koenz gonna lose his grip. Koenz will lose his grip in that small downhill section. Sabre will take advantage of it and wins it with a time of 105.04, up to 92 points now. Koenz at 75, kubayz at 48, and Yoyoshi at 35. Sabre now with the possibility to go up to finalist mode. But we'll have to win this round though. Not enough to take second, third or fourth. And looks like kubayz has crashed. So has Yoyoshi. It's once again Sabre versus Koenz. Wow. Oh wow, that's a risky landing from Sabre. He's lucky that he didn't lose more time than that, to be honest. Koenz will pass him, so... Unless Koenz... Oh, okay. That will allow Sabre to catch up quite a lot. So this is still possible for Sabre to reach finalist mode. Oh, and Koenz gonna end up crashing. Hits the wall. And now Sabre will get an easy trip to the finish line. Coming up to the ending. 3400 set of Koenz. Not the best ending from Sabre, but more than enough to win. 105.50. And Yoyoshi takes second. Koenz must have crashed in the end in that tight corner, as I was talking about earlier. So Koenz will drop down to third. Still ahead of kubayz though. So Sabre is now finalist. Koenz at 79, kubayz at 51 and Yoyoshi at 41. Sabre has done a good job on this map. Because he was pretty much tied with Koenz going into it, but now he's far ahead. And let's see if he's gonna make a quick work of it. Securing his first place in his first attempt. Yoyoshi with a bad landing. kubayz has not been able to challenge the Acer players on this map. He's at second place now. But we have Sabre in the lead. And I think Koenz crashed. Yes, he did. So now it's up to Koenz to deny Sabre that first place. But he will have to have a great second half of the map. 1400s behind Sabre. Avoids the wall this time. But he will have to take some risks here in the end. Oh, he will go for it. Nice turn there from Koenz. Wow, great turn from Koenz. And he will pass Sabre in one sweep. He will have to pass the ending as well, though. Here comes Sabre with a much better ending. And Sabre takes home this match. 105.22 ahead of Koenz with a time of 0.68. So Sabre is our first winner of the match and is through to the quarterfinals. Koenz at 85, kubayz at 54 and Yoyoshi at 45. This is still advantage Koenz. He's been playing a lot better than his two opponents, so he should not have much difficulties to secure that second place. Has a great start into this round. Bad landing from Yoyoshi again. kubayz 2000s behind Koenz. Of course, Koenz has not been doing the ending that well, so that's pretty much kubayz's only chance at this moment. But he's losing time for each checkpoint. 3900s behind Koenz now, on his way to take second place behind his teammate Sabre. Coming up to the ending. Just need to save it now. And he will. So Koenz will take second place. 105.34. Through to the quarterfinals as well. Wow, never mind. I thought he was finalist for some reason. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Koenz is up to 95 points now. Man. kubayz at 60 and Yoyoshi at 49. Sorry about that. Alright, but it still looks very good for Koenz though. Should be able to take second place. See if he can reach finalist mode in this next round. He basically just have to avoid retiring. Yeah, I don't know what that was. I was completely blanked out. For some reason, thought he was finalist. But he could become finalist now. Still in the lead. Oh, but not anymore. Not anymore. Got another bump from the curb and will drop down to last place. So now it's a close battle between kubayz and Yoyoshi for first place. kubayz is the one who needs the points the most. Yoyoshi will end up crashing. Koenz will pass him. And yeah, I guess if Koenz had taken third, he wouldn't been a finalist. So it's good that he passed him, because now with the second place, he will be finalist. And that's going to be the end of the map as well. Moving on to the next one. Koenz finalist, kubayz at 70 and Yoyoshi at 53. Likely the last map will be this one. Shinamasta by Lokubura. 59.008 by Tamarillo is the world record. And we'll have a warm-up round in the meantime. As always, let's take a look at the online records. We have Sabre at top 4, 59.12. We have Koenz at top 10, 59.26. kubayz at top 12, 59.28. And Yoyoshi top 22 with 59.54. Judging from this warm-up round, it seems like kubayz might be a bit better on this map. So it might not be that easy for Koenz to secure this second place. That's gonna be the end of the warm-up. Sabre already securing first place. Will we see two Team Acer players into the quarterfinals as well? Good start from all three players. Neck and neck. Oh, Yoyoshi had the lead, but then ends up crashing. So it's now up to kubayz alone to stay in front of Koenz, and so far he's doing a good job. 800s ahead. But needs to keep it up. Koenz will try to risk it. Good turn here. Slightly more speed than kubayz in the drop. And he's up to first place now. Oh, whoa, kubayz almost hit the wall. And Koenz coming up to the ending is in the lead, and that's gonna be it. Koenz will take second place behind his teammate Sabre. So we have two Team Acer players into the quarterfinals. kubayz and Yoyoshi are down to the loser bracket. So next up will be the winner bracket quarterfinals, I believe. So stay tuned for that.